So non-arithmetic series. So if you know it's not an arithmetic series, you won't be able to use the formula in the formula book, and it will normally be where the next term is a function of the previous term. So for example, un plus 1 is 2 times the previous term minus 3, and the first term is 4. Work it out term by term. First term is 4, you then feed that back into this formula here, so 2 times 4 minus 3, work it out, simplify it, just be careful with the arithmetic. Once you've got that the second term is 5, that then gets fed back in to find the third term. You may be given algebraic ones, so in this case u1 could be k plus 1, so you put the algebra in there to u2 is 2k plus 1 minus 3. Always simplify this as much as you can before you substitute this back in then to find u3. So the formula is 2 times the previous term minus 3, so it's 2 times the previous term minus 3, and again simplify that. Sometimes then you'll be told that the third term is 9, which means that this expression is equal to 9, and you can find out what k is equal to. You need to be able to use the sigma notation. So you'll be told the first term that you're going to add n is 1 there to 4, and what that means is that you're adding the first 4 terms, u1, u2, u3, u4. You'll need to work them out by feeding the numbers back in and then add them by hand. Do not use the formula in the formula book, which is only for arithmetic progressions, so watch out for that. You need to add them by hand. Just watch out as well, because you might not have to add the first term. It might be from n equals 3 to 7. That would be u3 plus u4 plus u5 plus u6 plus u7, and again do it by hand. Occasionally there will be patterns, so for example if you end up with something like u1 is 4, u2 is minus 4, u3 is 4, u4 is minus 4, they come in pairs. What that means is that u100, an even term, will be minus 4, and an odd term will be plus 4. If you've then got to add up, say, the first 100 terms, they come in pairs. 4 minus 4 cancels to 0, 4 minus 4 cancels to 0, and so on. So the sum of the first 100 terms will be 0. And then if you've got an odd number of terms, sum of an odd number of terms, it will be 4. Watch out as well for ones that aren't given in terms of the previous term. Something like un is n squared minus 2. And what that means is you put in n as 1 first, then as 2, and then as n as 3, and so on. So for this, it would be the first term is 1 squared minus 2. The second term is 2 squared minus 2. It doesn't depend on the previous term. Put 2 in for your n. u3 is 3 squared minus 2, and so on. And then if you're asked to sum n is 1 to 3 of those, again, find u1, find u2, find u3, and then add them together. Just watch out that notation where it's n squared minus 2 is different from the sum of the un, which is a recurrence relationship.